Yeah, got to win 2 games before that. They would be considered, I don't want to call them gimme wins, but of course they're going to be a enormous favorite for the next 2 games. And then Oklahoma's coming up as opposed to, and we talked about this, if they don't win the first game, then they almost, well, they have to win the next 2 games, but they can't win the next 2 games. There nothing can be gained from winning the next 2 weeks.
It's been a broken record, really, with us, Mark. I mean, how many times have we said they had to win that first game? They had to start off the season with a win, especially over. You've had a fantastic week all week, and you're in the driver's seat, quite frankly, at that point.
Yeah.
And yeah, and unfortunately too. I mean, one of the bigger things too is that the tackling was just so horrible. And
Yeah.
that it's become a theme. It happened in the spring game. I mean, there were holes opened up that you could drive a Mack truck through. We've been seeing this, and yeah, so now there's there's tons of concerns now with that defensive front, and boy, you sure didn't expect that. And then all your leaders there on defense come up with nothing really. I mean, there's absolutely no pressure on the quarterback. Garrett Nelson was basically invisible. He had one pressure there in the third quarter that resulted in a change of possession, and Northwestern just put a guy on O'Shawn Mathis all night long, and Caleb Tanner was really a no-show as well, besides a fumble recovery. So there's major concerns right now. In my opinion, heck, you're going to go play Iowa and Wisconsin later on. They're going to run for 500 yards all over Nebraska easily if this keeps up. I'm not trying to take anything away from Northwestern. I mean, you had two backs that almost were over 100 yards each, and they played well. They played very well, and they made a lot of great cuts. But there was a lot of running lanes there for those guys to run in, and that's coming from my perspective of when I'm behind the Northwestern team from an end zone and watching all these holes develop, and it's just like, whew, something's got to be fixed. And I don't know if you have time to fix this at this point either.
Yeah.